Welcome one, welcome all to Task Arena. Hobbs Lady Eagles taking on the Carlsbad Cave Girls. And this one is for all the marbles. I mean, Hobbs Lady Eagles wants a district championship. They're going to have to beat this Carlsbad squad that knocked them off the pedestal in Carlsbad.
Yeah, Eagles looking for revenge in this game. Carlsbad probably played their best game of the year, and Hobbs playing one of their worst games of the year.
Yep.
Carlsbad getting that first matchup by 6.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and, you know, it was a night where we didn't play our best game, and Coach really said that, you know, for us to beat Carlsbad, we're going to have to kind of look inside ourselves and change the outcome. We can't shoot the way we did that first game and expect to win.
Yeah, and Carlsbad does a great job of slowing the game down and playing at their pace, and it really took Hobbs out of their game plan. And when you miss as many shots as they did, it ended up going to a loss for Hobbs.
I wonder. I watched a little bit of the film and kind of watched it back. And I would love to see us force Carlsbad to go left. They are such a strong right-handed team. Everything they do when they break the press, when they run their offense, they want to do to the right side. I would love to see them force them to the left side and see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And one thing, Hobbs has got to be able to start their offense a little bit closer into the basket. You know, trying to run their offense 5 feet off the three-point line, that's going to benefit Carlsbad every time.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Carpenter and I met and talked about this game, and we'll let you hear from Coach Carpenter here in the pregame show about what he thinks of these Carlsbad Cave Girls. Sports Live. I'm with Coach Carpenter, and we have ourselves an amazing game tonight. It's Carlsbad. It's the revenge game. They're coming to town, and what's it going to be like in our house tonight?
Hopefully it's chaotic. I hope it's just organized chaos is what we want. We want to cause chaos on the court. So hopefully everything goes as planned and we get them to turn the ball over and we score a lot of points.
Yeah, I didn't know that the student section is supposed to be dressed out like cowboys tonight. They're all getting themselves organized. I think we're going to look at a great game. And, you know, how are the girls preparing for something as important as this?
I don't think that me as a coach, I got to motivate them too much. I think they know the importance of it. They know playing at home is important anyway, but obviously it's a big game. It's for basically the district championship. It's all on the line, so we got to perform at a high level and be ready to go.
Any things that you see tonight that you'd like the team to see do differently from the first matchup?
Well, I'd like to make shots. I'd like to stay out of foul trouble, and we'd like to out-execute them when the time comes. And, I expect a close game, a tough ball game, but we should be playing our best right now.
Sure.
So that's what we need to do.
And, Carlsbad, when looking at them, they seem to have everything's really come together that game at home. But then they struggle against other teams in the district. They really seem like kind of a Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hyde kind of team at times.
Yeah, they're not a team that's going to blow a lot of teams out, but they're undefeated in district. They're 22-2 or whatever, 23-2. They're a really good team.
Yeah, but they're ranked in the top 4 in the state. I think the third was the last time I saw them.
Right. Yeah, they're right there, and so they beat us, so they got the hammer on us. So we got to come and respond, and hopefully tonight we'll get a good response.
Absolutely. We'd love to see you at the game tonight. If you can't make it, it's going to be on Hobbs Sports Live. You can just join it. Make sure you hit subscribe. Thank you. Welcome back, Tasker Arena. And Coach Carpenter said it all right there. And, he really put it on the table that, very important game. And it looks like a pretty good crowd already. I mean, we're still 15 minutes away from game time, but it's really starting to fill out nicely here in the stands.
Yeah, we're hoping that there's not many people watching us tonight. We're hoping they're here in the stadium cheering the girls on because it's senior night and we want to get this place rocking.
And if you are at home, we're going to try to give you the best quality broadcast that we can.
Yep.
And let you see the game up close and try to just make it fun for you and make you feel like you're here yourself. So
yeah.
And so we're going to go ahead and throw it to our sponsor page, and we'll come back in just a few minutes with more of the pregame show. You're watching Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to Tasker, Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Carlsbad Cave Girls. And, this game has implications. You've got the district tournament coming up, and the seeding for the district tournament's based on the regular season seedings. And so with this game, if the Hobbs Lady Eagles win, that's going to force a tie in the district between Hobbs and Carlsbad, and they're going to have to turn around and play again. And so I believe they're looking at playing that Monday.
Yeah, and from what we've heard, the Monday game will probably be at a district opponent's gym, neutral site, whether it be Clovis or Roswell. So they have two choices.
Yep. And of course, the boys are in the same situation with Carlsbad tonight on the road, and so that actually plays into which site that they choose. Because if our boys beat Carlsbad tonight in Carlsbad, and they're tied as well. The Carlsbad boys, because of the shenanigans that went on between the two teams of Roswell and Carlsbad, will not play in Roswell.
Yeah.
So that would force the games to Clovis to be played on the same night.
Yeah, which will be tough turnaround for the Eagles, but a little bit closer for Hobbs compared to driving to Clovis from Carlsbad.
Yeah. It's really between Roswell or Clovis. It's about the same either way. It's not either way.
Kind of
different.
Kind of wish they would just use a point differential to determine.
Absolutely.
It would make it so much easier.
And then playing somebody, you play them 2 times, you play them a 3rd time for the seeding game, and then turn around probably play in the finals again a 4th time, and then maybe again in the state tournament. You can play a team 5 times in the course of a year.
And and for some reason, it always seems to happen that Hobbs will face a district opponent in the 1st or 2nd round of the state tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the way it is.
And they've done that in the past because of travel.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen this year because all of the state games are going to be at the pit for the 5A boys and girls.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to the sponsor page, and we'll be back shortly on Hobbs Sports Live. welcome back to Tasker Arena. Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Carlsbad Cave Girls. And the fans are already on their feet greeting the Hobbs Lady Eagles. They come out to the band, and Carlsbad as well, all standing on the line, getting ready for the national anthem. I tell you, a Super Bowl national anthem that Chris Stapleton did. I was impressed with that. I don't think Chris Stapleton's performing tonight, but I'm sure we're going to have a nice rendition, probably from the Hobbs band. I believe that they're the ones that play it tonight, or
Yes.
they are. And so we'll go ahead and stand for the national anthem and let you hear it as well. And what a rendition that was from the Taskervich band. I tell you what, John Dusky and Brian Cheney and that whole crew does such a great job with the Taskervich band. And you know, we've gone to other venues and other schools have bands in there. And
They're subpar.
Yeah, nothing compares to what we get here at Tasker Arena. And it's really says a lot to them for the efforts that they do in keeping those kids in that band and working hard. So Hobbs Lady Eagles standing for the school song and getting ready for this game. And you know what? You know what? They're probably chomping at the bit. And I really think this is going to be a buzzsaw tonight.
Yeah, you know, and I don't want to eat my words like I did last time Hobbs played against Carlsbad. Thought we'd come in, you know, really beat them by a good amount because their strength of schedule just wasn't on par with what Hobbs has played.
Sure, absolutely. And that was something we talked about, but we didn't really expect Hobbs to come out as flat as they did and miss as many shots. It's the lowest shooting percentage of the season, nowhere close to any game that we played.
Yep.
And it was really kind of an abnormality.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give Carlsbad a little bit of credit. I didn't give him that much credit during the game afterwards, which is a bad shooting night, but they had a game plan, and they've been perfecting that game plan all across the district.
And, you know, it's up to us to make those shots. And a lot of them are wide-open shots that we would normally make. You know, we're a team shooting around 40%, you know, from a three-point line as a team. And, you know, we didn't make but a couple of three-pointers all night, and we kept throwing them up.
I think we shot 6%.
Yeah,
from
6%. Yep.
6.
Yeah, that's just not acceptable.
Yeah.
And it happens. You have nights like that. And a lot of times you go to your post, but the posts are in foul trouble as well. Mm-hmm. And it just seemed like a perfect storm of events that really hurt the Eagles.
Yeah.
So let's talk about starters. Hobbs Lady Eagles, who's starting for us tonight?
We got number 14, Brett Clay. Number 15, Nakia Mojica. Number 20, Bryn Hargrove. 22, Kendall Cunningham. And 23, Jayla David. All sophomores.
All sophomores. And I think the key to the night is going to be the post. I think Jayla David and Kendall Cunningham are going to be big keys in this game. Carlsbad's going to try to force our guards to force up shots. So if the post can dominate down low, I think that's going to, you know, bode well for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, and, you know, Carlsbad has some size down low. You know, Carly Younger, 6'3", and Allie Myers, number 5'11". Two of their starters, rest of starters, Kylia Estrada, Mariana Sepulveda, and Abby Duggan.
Yeah. And again, I want to see them be forced to the left.
Yep.
Carlsbad did not seem like they wanted to use their left hand much the entire game. I would love to see our press force them into traps while going left and see what happens. I think we can force a lot of turnovers that way.
Yeah, I want to see the crowd get real livid tonight. Not livid, but real live.
Yeah.
You know, live, be loud, support the Lady Eagles. Last home game of the season outside of what we're going to have in the district tournament, and just go out there and have a good game.
Yeah, and in the district tournament, we should be hosting every game if we win. If we lose, we'll be hosting games until we play Carlsbad.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, got to win that play-in game too.
So what?
If we win this, win this game in the
absolutely.
play-in game.
I mean, we just keep throwing games, Carlsbad at you, and that's fine. That's a great opponent to have before state for sure. We're getting some high-quality basketball. Fans on their feet. The players are getting last-second instructions from the coaches, and we're about to have basketball here in Basketball America Hobbs.
And social media was abuzz today of parents and fans waiting for this game, just anxiously waiting and just got to get it going.
Oh yeah, and you could tell that that the girls are chomping at the bit. Seeing them in the hallways and talking to them and everything else. This game is on their minds, and it wasn't necessarily schoolwork on their minds about 1 o'clock. They were already thinking basketball. The Lady Eagles have rolled out. Jayla David will be doing the jumping duties for the Lady Eagles as we're about to get underway.
Here we go. And that. Okay.
All right. We were waiting for the call there and didn't actually see an arm go any direction, but Hobbs Lady Eagles will have the basketball. And Brett Clay running the point here. And Carlsbad once again extending it out, so let's see if we can work it to the posts.
Oh, there she is. Got to see her.
High post, low post. And they're trying to run that high-low. I mean, that's what they're looking at.
Quick passes, skip passes, penetrate and pitch on this zone here.
Yep.
Make the zone collapse. Got to have a baseline cutter right there. There's the skip pass, and there's the soft spot shot.
There it is. And it's good. And here comes the press.
Yeah, Carlsbad did a great job of breaking this press when they had the game in Carlsbad.
They did. They're having trouble right now.
Hobbs got into the early foul trouble as well.
And it looks like they are forcing them left. Maybe Coach Karp saw the same thing I did.
Oh, nice catch on that entry pass.
Yeah.
That's their 32, Allie Myers.
I tell you what, this is going to be a good basketball game.
I think so too.
Like a little new wrinkle in the offense, and you see Clay dip down on the backside as it goes through the high-low.
Yeah, playing every spot on the floor. Very versatile player, and Carpenter tries to use her in all spots of the floor because she can be so effective.
Sure. I think they did a good job of dragging him out there. There's Mojica.
Nice shot.
First
Stop
two are
pop.
in. Started off with some good shooting tonight.
Now, it looks like Hobbs is completely zoned in this game. Early going.
And they are not letting those guards go right.
Got to seal off that post.
Off and running. That's another thing is you don't let them set up on defense. You don't have to worry about breaking the defense.
Yeah, those fast break points are going to be crucial if Hobbs can get out the gate quick and get down the floor.
Sure. And they worked it to the short corner, but you didn't have anybody cut through the middle.
They almost got that with the kiss off the glass. That's got to be a foul, and they get it called.
Yep. And I'll tell you what, Hargrove going up for that reverse layup there, drawing the contact and almost made the layup as well.
Yeah, almost got the N1. That would have been, crowd would have erupted.
Absolutely. Lady Eagles up 4-2 here early.
One thing Hobbs has excelled at all year is their free throw shooting.
Yeah. And that is a good thing. It can make or break you. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back, Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball, as Hargrove is taking the second of two with the Eagles leading 5-2.
Yeah, early timeout called. Hargrove didn't phase her. She got both shots.
Carlsbad breaking the press, and they want to force them left and see what they do. They're letting them go right this time. Here comes the trap.
Good rotation by Hobbs. There's that unorthodox release.
Reminds me of
number
kind of
12.
I'm trying to think of the name of the player in the NBA that would shoot like that. Mark Adams, I believe. There's one that did that one-handed shot the whole way.
Yeah, it's just it's.
I know the Adams name is correct. I'm not sure if I got the first name.
Was it Michael Adams play for the Denver Nuggets?
I remember Washington Wizard. May have even been a Bullet at the time.
Oh yeah. Regardless, it's
and he was a three-point sharpshooter, and he had a kick at the end of it when he jumped up with that one hand.
yeah. It's an effective shot. I mean, it's different, but it works, and we got to be able to stop the penetration there.
Yeah.
Eagles got lost on their zone transition, and here comes Deanne Ramos with some stuffed eagles.
All right.
One of our sponsors from Savvy's Bear Factory. She's bringing us some
Got
toys.
Stuffed Eagles. Woo!
All right. This is for our player of the game and from the past players of the game. We'll get
Here's
these
Clay in the
set over here.
corner for three. Bam!
Got it.
Brett Clay starts off hot.
Eagles back on top, 9-7. The game is, following kind of the same plan that it was in Carlsbad. Teams just trading blows, except Hobbs is shooting a lot better.
Yeah. In and out, off and running. Here we go. Transition.
Nice penetration by Clay to kick out for the open shot. That shot is going to fall most of the time, so it was a good look.
No, you'll take that short corner from David all day.
Got an early score from Carlsbad. Carlsbad leads Hobbs 5-4 in the first quarter.
That's going to be a good one, too.
I hope so, because boys played against Carlsbad here in Tasker. It was not good for Hobbs.
Hargrove in and out.
I don't mind that shot as a coach either. You have a streaky shooter in Hargrove, and when she gets hot.
And that right there, that was kind of a silly foul.
Yeah.
Got pressure.
Here
comes substitutions on the floor for both squads.
She'll get checked out real quick.
It's good to see her up after the injury.
Oh, yeah, against Roswell. That's right. The shooting elbow on their shooting arm.
Armitage in the game now for the Lady Eagles. I always want to see if that post from Carlsbad can hit that short corner. She never takes it.
Yeah, I mean, she really is a rebounder and a decoy.
Absolutely.
There's our post for three. Kendall Cunningham, we know she can shoot it from outside. Hobbs takes a 12-7 lead.
Ball was loose there again.
Yeah, Armitage getting her hand on the ball, wreaking havoc out there on the defense. And, Carlsbad gets the ball that far away from the key there. They're not going to be very successful.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing to Hobbs at the matchup in Carlsbad.
Good rotation here. See, she never looks to shoot in that short corner.
Yeah.
I'd almost not guard her there and dare her to. Crowd on its feet just results in a steal.
Oh, this crowd's getting live. This is what these girls need. Cunningham with the Euro. Oh!
Euro in the left finish. There's Clay. In and out. They're battling off.
That's going to be off Carlsbad, yep. Hobbs is falling down 12-4 at Carlsbad. Early going.
More substitutions here for Carlsbad.
Nice
Cunningham
look.
Wide open.
Gets her
and
own
she's fouled.
Oh, she got fouled. Okay.
Yep.
What? That was a
This
good
is
look
going
by
against
Mojica.
Allie Myers. If there's anybody on that team you want to foul out, that's the person.
Yeah, she's
And
a
she's
force
standing
down
there
low.
with her hands in the air, but, you know.
It was a foul.
It was. Coach Inlow up off the bench to bend the referee's ear a little bit. Makes them both. And just like that, they're doubled up Carlsbad here. It's 14-7. And I tell you what, Armitage with her speed can wreck some havoc on those guards.
Yeah, we didn't. Did Armitage play in the game at Carlsbad?
I think she was still injured at that time.
That's right. Yeah, and that's a very useful tool. You know, she's a heck of a player on both sides of the ball, but like you said, she creates havoc on defense.
Yep. Bosquez now in the game. And I saw one of the posts took a short corner shot just now and threw up the air ball. So
maybe that's why they don't shoot it.
Maybe we want them to shoot that shot. Welcome back. We got the cameras back on. Apologize for that.
Really applying the pressure here. Fans getting into it, getting on their feet and cheering on the Hobbs Lady Eagles. I want to make sure. I'm trying to see if.
Trying to make sure our broadcast is back on here. I do apologize. The cameras just froze and whole program shut down, but never had that happen, so we're just trying to fix it as best we can and make it work. So still messing with the settings here, so I apologize.
There we are.
But looks like we are back. Okay, apologize, guys. These things happen, and sometimes we don't have the instant solution, but we had to reset our entire camera systems in order to get it to work, but we are back.
We lost our scoreboard, I think.
Yeah, we did. I'm going to have to go ahead and put the scoreboard back on, so give me a second, please.
Just want to make sure and see how live we are here. Yep, we are good. Had to make sure the feed was live, guys. Appreciate everybody's patience. Brian's got us back up and going. Just think with technology, you never know when it's gonna it's gonna say sorry, not today.
Yeah, absolutely.
22-7 here. Lady Eagles lead. Kaysel Muniz is in the game. We have Aliana Armitage along with Jayla David, Kendall Cunningham, and Brett Clay on the floor. And nice drive there by Allie Myers, but stopped at the rim by Cunningham, and she gets the board, and Clay comes the other way.
I am still messing with things right now, trying to do two things at once, keeping track of where the ball is while I'm trying to get the scoreboards restored.
Yeah, missed attempt by Clay there, and long rebound goes to Myers of Carlsbad, and Carlsbad gets it out quick. Good no foul there by David, but put back up and good by number 51, Corrine Bradford. I'm sorry, number 50, Jasmine Gonzalez.
Yeah. 22-9 to score here. Lady Eagles the big lead.
Carlsbad once again in that extended zone, and Hobbs trying to find the gaps or the ways to get an open shot up, or at least a decent look. It's a good way to do it there. Nice spin move by Clay. Rebound by David. She gets the N1. It's good.
Nice. You love it when you can get the foul, make the shot fall, and now you go to the free throw line.
Good strength showed there by Jayla David. And that foul's on Carly Younger. No, I'm sorry, I got it again, number 50, Jasmine Gonzalez. David misses the free throw, but 24-9, Eagles lead here. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Got another update from Carlsbad. And
10-second call.
That's what we're talking about right there. That's what Hobbs needed to really dictate this game, was the defensive pressure in the backcourt.
Yep, there you go.
Score from Carlsbad, 16-9. 16-9, Carlsbad's leading Hobbs early in the second quarter.
Lady Eagles now with a 15-point lead. Carlsbad's reeling. Carlsbad with a steal on the run.
Oh! Send that back to Carlsbad, Jayla David.
Removeth that thou heap henceforth.
Yeah, that block was with some authority right there. But Carlsbad retains possession. Nothing like a highlight block, though.
Yeah, there you go.
Back in the day, Bill Russell would snatch that ball out of the air instead of blocking it out of bounds.
I was thinking more Hakeem Olajuwon. Okay.
I went way back.
Jayla David inviting her to the block party.
Nice board by Cunningham, clearing, and looks like Allie Myers visibly frustrated on missing that shot and getting ahead to Mojica for the layup.
Coach Enlow's watching this game get away from him. And there's a push-off on Carlsbad. It's going the other way.
It was like Enlow wants a timeout. He's trying to stop the bleeding. This game's going to get out of hand quick. Go ahead, Coach.
We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Hobbs Lady Eagle Basketball on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back, Tasker Arena. Your score, 26-9. Hobbs Lady Eagles up by 17 on the Carlsbad Cave Girls. Hobbs with the basketball. Bringing it in here. And I do apologize for our technical issues. Looks like we've got them solved here, and we should be back to normal.
Crossing our fingers. Don't trust technology.
In and out of the hands of Carlsbad there. Tell you what, this is what happens when you don't have a bad shooting night.
Yeah, this is what happens when you, I don't know how to say this kindly, but when you piss a team off.
Yeah.
They're going to come out like this.
And a lot more patient on offense than they were in Carlsbad. Nice skip pass there.
Fans really getting behind Lady Eagles, too, cheering as Mojica puts the three up. off the mark, and then Myers with the rebound.
Carlsbad across the timeline.
David doing a good job not falling for the pump fake.
Yeah, and see how she comes back to the right? That's what I'm saying about Carlsbad. They have a habit of always coming back to the right on every shot.
Cunningham diving on the floor, yeah.
Scrapping. Right there in front of the Hobbs student section. Look about 50 strong. I love the one student wearing a basketball on his head.
Reminds me of the old Hobbs student section, the good old days when this place was not one seat in here, not one empty seat.
Yeah. Seen one game like that.
There's another turnover from Carlsbad.
Oh, I love how she did that. That was beautiful.
Let's go. Oh, they called the offensive foul. That could have gone both ways.
Yeah. Well, Cunningham seemed to know it was going to go against her. She just turned around and started running. And she looked planted to me.
Yeah. Hobbs fans are letting the refs hear it.
Absolutely. It's a Hobbs right.
Foul count's been in Hobbs' favor, though. Carlsbad with 5 and Hobbs only 2.
Absolutely.
You know, there's like you talked about, a drastic difference in this game with the way Hobbs is shooting the ball, but I see a lot of change on defense, too. A lot more pressure, a lot more contest on the shots.
Not letting Carlsbad go where they want to go.
David too strong on that pass there, and Balskes is going to check back in for the Lady Eagles.
I tell you what, Vasquez has really come on as this season's progressed.
Yep.
Coach talked about her being just a quintessential role player. She knows what her job is. She goes in and does it.
It's hard to find players like that because every player, or at least all the parents, want their kids to be superstars. But once a kid can understand their role on a team, one of the best players to coach.
Absolutely. Yeah, every team needs a defensive superstar. So everybody needs that one player that wants to scrap and fight.
Yeah.
You got to have somebody.
That's right. You got to have your Xavier McDaniel, your Ron Artest,
Rick
Mahorn, Marcus Smart. Oh, Draymond Green.
There you go. Yep. Nice little modern reference there.
I mean, I think
Robert
it was
Ory.
I think it was everybody on that Pistons team that you liked. Lambeer, Mahorn,
John Sally,
Vinnie Johnson.
The microwave.
Yeah. They were all protecting.
Johnson was one of those players that gets hot, and he'd put up some numbers, though.
Oh, yeah. He was super streaky.
And it always looked like he was shooting with 2 hands.
Well, he looked like he was 60 years old, too, when he played.
Yeah.
One of those playground players.
Of course, the 84
nice
Pistons.
Pass, let's go.
84 Pistons had a Hobbs Eagle on it, I believe. One of the Taylors on that team.
Yeah, Jeff Taylor Sr. That's a walk. Hobbs got a 20-point lead here.
Just trying out for a Greyhound commercial. Leave the driving to us. 20-point lead here in the first half.
Yeah, Hobbs holding Carlsbad to single digits. Getting a lot of good looks at the basket, too. That's a walk, too. They didn't call it. Must have got rid of it before she fell.
Here comes the pressure.
Got to be close to 10.
You have a post trying to break the press here. And that's a lot of pressure from the Hobbs Lady Eagles. That's the shot they want to give up.
And that's not going to fall 50% of the time.
No.
They can definitely give that one up. That one or that corner shot from the post we were talking about.
I'd give up the corner. I'd give up the short corner. I've not seen – there's one post I've not seen her have even try to square up. She's trying to get rid of it the whole time. Mojica trying to break down the defense.
It's a good idea, just passes a little hot.
Yep, and Bosca has found that little seam in the backside there. Muniz back into the game.
Down to 30 seconds here in the first half, and it's been total domination from Hobbs.
So, Carlsbad always wants to bring it back to the right.
Travel. No.
And that's two straight baskets for her.
Yeah, Jasmine Gonzalez. I got her name right that time, number 50.
4 seconds on the clock here. Coach calling for them to get into a stack. Carlsbad wanting a sub. They're going to bring in somebody to play some defense.
Stephanie Chavez, senior. Gotta get it off.
Left hand
nice.
scoop.
Oh, Muniz almost got it. That was a great
That
move.
was pretty. Halftime, 29-13, your score. The Hobbs Lady Eagles lead the Carlsbad Cave Girls. We'll be back after we throw it to the sponsor page and let you watch a little bit of the goings-ons here at Hobbs High School. And you're watching Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball on Hobbs Sports Live. Hey everybody, Hobbs Sports Live. I'm with Coach Boyle, and he's getting ready for another season of Hobbs Eagles baseball. Spring is starting to get in the air. It's going to start warming up soon.
Hopefully.
I'm sure you're excited about it.
Oh, most definitely. We're ready to go. Got a lot of time in, and so we're excited about this season.
You know, any players that you're really looking forward to seeing this year on the field?
Well, as far as we always have expectations of all of our players, but we have a few returners that we're counting on. Kenyon Singleton, of course, he's one of our seniors. Hector Armendariz, another senior returner, and we got our big boy Makai Brewer. We also have Major Bird. He's come back from that team from last year. He's made some big improvements, and we're going to look for him to put in a lot of innings on the mound. So we're pretty excited. We got some youngsters coming up. We got a freshman shortstop.
Wow.
So he's going to have a lot of growing pains. Of course, we're going to have some growing pains, but we got some pretty talented players.
And last year's success, you want to build on that. You had a good run last year, and you're bringing a lot of that back. I mean, it really bodes well for the future.
Yeah, that's the thing is that, we discuss with our players that, what kind of legacy you want to leave behind. And the past couple of years, those gentlemen have done pretty good, and the one thing that is we try to build on that year after year. Of course, again, we lost a lot of guys last year. Our number one, number two pitchers, which has carried us for the past 3 years. And but it is what it is, and like I said, we go through some growing pains sometimes, and we just keep moving.
I know you've already got scrimmages underway. When does the season start?
The season will start the next weekend, which is at the 24th, 25th. We're going to Cleveland tournament. It's just a little round robin, but we always face some pretty good talent down there. We'll, of course, play Cleveland. We always like to get in the game with them. They're always in the top 5 in the state usually, and so, the earlier we can play teams like him, kind of helps us gauge on like where we're at and where we need to get.
And we have probably a pretty good home schedule this year, so the fans can come out and see your team.
Yeah, that following weekend, actually, the first weekend of March is our home little round robin, and of course it's the girls softball tournament that same weekend. So it's really a lot of fun. We got burgers cooking out there, and everybody's just out there having.
So we hope to see you out there. Come out and support Hobbs baseball. Okay. Thank you for having it.
Thank you. We'll see you at the ballpark.
Sure thing.
Go.
Hello, everybody. This is Brian Coltrane, and I'm with Miss Mills. And Miss Mills has a very unique job here at Hobbs High School. Can you share a little bit about what your job is and what you do?
My job is to help seniors, well, all kids, but primarily seniors at this point, to figure out what they're going to do after high school. What's their plan? What's their goal? How are you going to get there? I can help them with college applications, financial aid, scholarships, applying to colleges, whatever they need, or careers. If they don't want to go to college, what do you want to do? You want a career? How are you going to get there? So my whole job is just to help them after they get out of high school.
So when a student comes in here and says they want to, let's say, go to college, what's your first step? What do you do?
I ask them if they've applied, and if they haven't, that's our first step. Go ahead and apply to go to college. We look at their GPA, see where they can go, because there are some times when they can't go to the college of their choice right off. And then we talk about financial aid, and we go to financial aid, and we look at any scholarships, and then we start that financial aid process.
What if, say, I was looking to go into a career and become a welder or something like that? What would be the process there?
Depending on if you've been to CTEC, the CTEC has a great program, of course, we know, for welding, for all kinds of things. But you can go to a trade school if you want to do something like that. There's a lot of trade schools out there. The JC offers a lot of opportunities, and there's scholarships for those things as well.
Absolutely. And I'm absolutely amazed when I walk in here. If you can get a shot up here, look at all the letters. These are all acceptance letters, completely surrounding us in here. These are all acceptance letters for kids that are going off to college. And it's just amazing how many students that you've helped, and it's a great thing. If you are a parent and want to have Miss Mills get involved with your child's future education, come see her at the College and Readiness Center. It's just located just off the office here at Hobbs High School. Come talk to Miss Mills. She's going to help your family as much as she can and help these kids achieve their dreams.
And let me give you my email also. If anyone would like to email me, I respond to emails pretty quickly. My email is millsmichelle@hobbsschools.net. So feel free to email me and ask me any questions you have.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Welcome back to Tasker Arena as we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Hobbs Lady Eagles up 29-13 as they bring in the ball. Clay running the offense from up top.
Fans chanting "Let's go Eagles," trying to carry on that momentum that carried them to a 16-point lead in the first half.
Yeah, looking to run it up.
Not a very good first attempt, though, from Hargrove. I think she got...
And they get the tie up right afterwards, but that'll end up being Carlsbad basketball.
We got another score from Carlsbad. Not looking good for Hobbs. They're down 24-11 at the start of the third quarter.
The Hobbs boys struggling tonight over there.
Good still by Mojica.
Lots of pressure.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. They're not letting Carlsbad get those threes from outside tonight. Somebody's been in their face the whole way.
There's that steal, anticipating the passing lane, jumping the passing lane, and Clay just outrunning everybody.
She turned on the Jets, went coast to coast.
And Clay is an all-district cross-country runner for Hobbs.
Showing some sprinter speed there. 10-second call. This one's going the other way.
It's the second of the night.
And just like that, the poison sets in.
I like that. The poison sets in.
I have to say, I stole that from a sports movie.
Which one?
See, I'm going to let you guess. It was a football movie talking about the Veer.
Oh, that's going to be We Are Marshall.
No, incorrect.
Really?
No.
That's the only movie I know about the Veer.
Herman Boone said the line in the movie.
Oh, remember the Titans. Remember the Titans.
Nice three from the corner.
There we go.
Got it. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
And you saw their Mojica penetrate to the middle of the lane. Carlsbad collapsed, kick it out to Hargrove for the wide open three.
And we saw that a ton at their place. It just didn't fall.
Just didn't hit, yeah. And Hobbs getting good rotation on their zone on their side. And that's a nice little shot put up by number 13, Mariana Sepulveda, but rims out.
I tell you, Clay had a jet on her back on that last one. Moving up the court quickly.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe both Mojica and Hargrove have won 3 tonight, which means they are still
tied
on the season. But their attempts have to be off. It can't be the same no more.
Once again, Hargrove from the corner.
Catch and shoot. Let's go. That's a rhythm shot there. And if she's hitting shots like that, Carlsbad's going to they're in for a very long night.
She throws up the rainbow and it turns into Skittles.
Taste the rainbow.
Defensive lapse right there. Gave up the backdoor pass.
(37-15), and another bad pass from Hobbs. But good hustle back by Clay to contest the first shot, but Myers able to get her own rebound. Myers is a force.
Yeah, Myers will probably try to carry Carlsbad on his back at this point. Carlsbad trailing by 20. Hobbs content to pass the ball right now. Got a new look scoreboard tonight. Thank you to Branson Coltrane. I kind of like the changes in our scoreboard.
Looking more professional every game. David trying to get the step through, was blocked, but managed to get it back.
Ball's on the floor.
That's going to be a foul, Mojica.
Yep. Calling that on the floor. Good sportsmanship right there, helping up the Carlsbad player. Love to see some sportsmanship. I took exception to the story KOB did about the Roswell and Carlsbad fight. Ran a story, but the entire time they're talking about the story, it said that Hobbs was involved.
Yeah, had Hobbs in the byline on the graphic on the screen.
Yeah, that kind of bothered me, we weren't involved at all. Our fans didn't make the mistakes their fans did, but I did politely point that out to him when KOB did not make an apology for it. And it was an honest mistake, I'm sure.
What was the call here?
Looks like a push-off.
Push-off on Cunningham? Huh.
Correct.
Okay.
Got that right arm extended on her.
Okay. Hobbs back to forcing the guards left.
Yep, they are. And there's the trap
They
on the
tie
left
up.
side.
They get it
That'll
back.
be a jump ball. Hobbs Lady Eagles have it. Substitutions. Armitage back on the floor. So is Muniz.
We talk about that loss Hobbs had at Carlsbad. The loss couldn't have come at a better time in the season, though.
Yeah.
It's every good team loses. Part of the game.
Talk about that 66 minor team, the Glory Road team from the Disney movie. Lost their last game of the season at Seattle.
Yeah.
They're undefeated up to that point. Look at Armitage with the speed, crossover.
And the block, yeah. Too quick.
Yeah. Speed kills.
Yep.
There's quite a few of these players from Hobbs that seem to play this game with a rocket on their back. Steal a Bob Euchre line.
That's one facet of the game you can't coach. It's just natural, God-given talent. It's speed.
Yeah. In almost every sport. Good ball movement.
And one. There it goes.
Got it. Draws the contact, drops it home.
David's got 6. That's going to be her second and 1 attempt.
And we're starting to think about that player of the game tonight,
A lot of balanced scoring.
It is. It's going to be a hard one. Vasquez back on the floor. And we have the 2 Bears to give out. We've got to go back and look at our list and make sure we get the correct recipients to the Bears on the road.
Jayla David and Brett Clay.
Absolutely.
Yep. Brett Clay at Clovis and Jayla David at Roswell.
Your memory is sharp.
I don't remember much, but for some reason that was in my head.
It almost sounded like an 80s song there.
I don't remember much.
I don't know much.
Like a Meatloaf ballad. Rest in peace to Meatloaf. Heard it. Raquel Welch passed away this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Things I don't know. I think that's a category in Jeopardy. Things you don't know for 400.
That's being in front of a computer all day and looking at MSN News and the little slides that come across.
There you go. How old was she?
83, I believe.
See, I'd have never guessed that.
Yeah.
I was thinking she was in her 60s at the very least.
Yeah, big star of the 50s and 60s, though. 70s, too, yeah?
I remember her from the 80s.
Yeah.
Nice pass on the inbound.
David again, another at 1.
Had a great conversation with Jayla David's family before the game. And told them how impressed I was with her interviewing skills.
It was a very animated interview.
Absolutely.
I truly enjoyed it.
I did too. She makes the free throw. David now in double figures with 10. Armitage goes off the leg of Carlsbad. Armitage with a steal there.
Yeah, changing the game on, not being asked to score, but coming and change the game and playing good defense.
And one thing I know, I've watched her play since she was little. She can score.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Without a doubt.
Just learning
She does prefer transition.
Well, playing her role in the team is what she's doing here, and she's filling that role perfectly.
Absolutely. Here comes the pressure. Myers pushes off. That's a foul.
That's going to be her. That's her
third.
second. Third is her third, yep.
personal. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball on YouTube and Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back, Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball. Hobbs up 43-17 over Carlsbad here, and Hobbs has the basketball. Brett Clay once again running the offense here up top. Carlsbad in a 1-3-1 zone here.
Yeah, changing it up, trying to create a turnover, make something happen, because what they started off in was not working. As Hobbs came out shooting lights out.
Clay breaks down the defense. Good ball movement. But
yeah, nice. I was waiting for that
pass.
backdoor cut to happen. I don't think Armitage realized how open she was.
Yeah.
Great look by Muniz, though.
Yeah, she was open 24/7 down low on that one. She caught the ball in such a run. She thought she had a trailer.
Yep.
Good ball movement from Carlsbad. Doesn't turn into points, but they rotated it well.
That's going to be a foul on Armitage. The M1.
And they get an and one.
Got a little greedy there.
Yep, Carlsbad's still battling here. Nobody's thrown in the towel, so to speak.
Mojica and Hargrove getting some extended minutes on the bench this quarter, and Hobbs, really getting their, I don't want to say younger players because they're all about the same age, but they're some of their bench players some time and some against a good opponent.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you get ready for the state tournament, everybody's got to be on top of their game.
That's coming up real soon. March 7th through the 11th, we'll be there. Won't be able to video the game, but we certainly will be able to give you graphics and stuff on the screen. You just won't get live video of the game up in Albuquerque.
Yeah, we'll be the only play-by-play without radio on the internet.
Yeah. But we're still able to give you great visuals and interviews,
Yes.
and there's a lot of things that we can still do with it, even though we're not able to actual video the game in Albuquerque. And that's the buzzer. 43-22 your score here at Tasker. We'll be back after this moment on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back, Hobbs Sports Live, and Lady Eagles up 43-22, and both teams coming on the court here.
Hobbs boys pulled within 10, 31-21 in the third quarter in Carlsbad.
They are scrapping.
There it
There's the
is.
steal.
You know, that several times Carlsbad's trying to make that skip pass, and Brett Clay has been in the passing lane.
Look at that. The shot's up there by Cunningham. It's loose. David has it. She's going to go up. And they're going to get a jump ball.
You're not getting that ball from David.
No.
You got to be really strong to do that.
I love how she battles down low. But she does have a soft touch on offense, you know.
Yeah, she does, and she can shoot from outside well, too.
Silky smooth, kind of like buttermilk.
There you go. You did it. Branson, I don't know about your dad over here.
There's Clay. She throws the pineapple up. It's going to be rebounded by Carlsbad.
Hargrove leading the way here with 12 points for Hobbs. David with 10.
Hargrove with a good defense caused the walk. As Dugan tries to go up for a three, realizes she's about to get blocked. She comes back to the ground and walks with it.
Travel.
Called the travel agent for that one. Not that anybody uses travel agents much anymore.
It's called Expedia.
Yes. I'm a Kiwi man myself. Nice shot there from Cunningham. Doesn't fall.
That jump ball is going to go back to Carlsbad, yeah. With a 6'3" Carly Younger down there for Carlsbad.
Yep. Carlsbad against the pressure. Over the top to Myers.
Hobbs been in control, since the opening tip.
Absolutely.
Has not let off the gas pedal. Hopefully this is of things to come, a sign of things to come.
Yep, ball's loose again. Transition, here we go. Nice backdoor. Here's Clay.
That's a nice form shot. Good pass. And
I love the skip pass on the backside. Here comes the pressure. Oh boy, the gym has kind of gone silent now that it's not a game. Haven't heard much from Carlsbad's side in a while.
I haven't heard Carlsbad all game. Nice.
Good move there from Carlsbad. Rebounds loose. Clay's going to run it down. Love to watch Hargrove on the break. Oh, my. A lot of people aren't liking that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but in a 24-point game, I'm not going to say anything.
No.
Speaking of close games, Hobbs down by 5 now to Carlsbad. 31-26, start of the fourth quarter in Carlsbad.
Backdoor pass there. Nice layup. Carly Younger finishing it off from a little pass from Myers. Lady Eagles working against this defense.
Backdoor cut, there it is. Good steal by
Nice.
David. Good look by Cunningham.
David's so strong down there. You don't want to mess with it. It's kind of like having a Winnebago on the freeway. Nobody wants to get in front of you.
Yeah. Well, that high post to low post combination there is hard to beat, too. David's got 12. David and Hargrove leading the way for Hobbs. Mojica for 3. Now she's got 12. Nice balanced scoring attack.
Absolutely.
3 players in double figures as Hobbs stretches their lead. Travel.
There it is.
Pressure by Hargrove.
And you can see the frustration level starting to grow from that Carlsbad side. And I don't think they're going to call off the dogs by any means.
No. Nice drive by Hargrove, but couldn't get the...
Got to travel. This one's staying right here.
You know, after Carlsbad beat Hobbs, Hobbs still stayed in the top spot in the state.
Yep, absolutely.
Farmington, number 2. Farmington, I believe, is 23-2, but one of their losses to Sandia, who Hobbs beat by double digits at the Metro tournament this year.
Yes.
Farmington, one of those teams that can beat you with their outside shooting. Great three-point shooting team.
Absolutely. Nice ball movement right there.
Cunningham's got 9. She's close to getting double figures, too. Yeah, this player of the game is going to be tough. Brian may just need to give it to the senior.
You know.
Vasquez. There's that shot we want them to take.
That's the one we wanted to see her take. And look at that effort from David right there going after it.
Yeah, up by almost 30 points and diving after the ball. That's what coaches want.
Going after the chalupa.
I like chalupas.
They're almost as good as chimichangas. Carlsbad misses again. Here comes transition. Myers strips Hargrove.
Myers surprisingly fast with that
was
brace
an
on her
athletic
left
play
knee.
right there.
And pretty good dribbling ability, too, for a girl at 5'11".
Absolutely.
Playing the
Timeout
post.
on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to Tasker Arena. Hobbs America, basketball town, USA for sure. And Hobbs Lady Eagles up 53-26 here in the fourth.
2:53 left in the game. Looks like Vasquez is going to check in for Brett Clay. Vasquez, the lone senior in the building on senior night.
Absolutely.
Wisdom Anthony also a senior, but she was not here tonight.
She is not. Nice passes again.
High-low.
Wide open.
High-low.
Drops the jelly bean into the jar.
Is that another one of your words?
Some people say I have the gift of gab. Or as the Irish would say, you kiss the Blarney Stone. Myers for three.
Oh, St. Patty's Day is coming up, too.
And there's a swat from Cunningham. I believe Mardi Gras is going on, isn't it? Sometime soon.
Nice move by Hargrove. Yeah, I believe it is, too. was fortunate enough to go to New Orleans last year to the Final Four as part of Phenom America, and that's just a different area over there. It was an amazing experience, though.
Yeah, I would love to see a Final Four game.
I got to watch Coach K's last game, against North Carolina, which I'll never forget.
There's Vasquez underneath. She goes up with the right hand in and out.
Nice move.
Cunningham with the left. Coach K, of course, the guru of Duke.
You can see how much they're struggling without him. Carolina, too, after going to the championship game last year, really struggling to find their footing this year with almost the same roster.
Yeah, absolutely. Coaches can make a difference. Positive and negative. Nice drive and dish right there.
Make sure you stay tuned for our post game. We'll name our IHOP player of the game. And name the player when you go to IHOP and get 10% off your meal. And we'll get presented by a stuffed eagle presented by Sevy's Bear Factory, one of our
Sevy's
sponsors.
Bear Factory and Friends.
And Friends. We didn't get much time to really talk about our sponsors tonight, but we have them on our sponsor page, and we are truly appreciative of everything they do.
Yeah, absolutely. We're so lucky to be able to bring you this broadcast, and of course, we're still looking for people to join our sponsorship team. Nice left hand by Cunningham.
And that's going to be 4 players in double digits for the Lady Eagles. A balanced scoring attack to throttle Carlsbad tonight. I just said that nicely. Throttle.
Backdoor fast deflected. Referees couldn't agree on which way it was going to go. They're going to give it to Carlsbad. There's the shot from Dugan, no good.
There's a start the bus chance from the Hobbs student section, and that's the ball game.
Absolutely, it's over. Your final score, 59-28. Lady Eagles are winners here, and they're going to force a game. It's probably going to be Monday. We don't know the location as of yet. We'll find out from Coach Karp in the post-game show. We're going to go ahead and throw it to our sponsors, and then we'll have post-game festivities, including player interviews and coaches interviews on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to Tasker Arena. We have tonight's player of the game, Desiree Vasquez. And, I tell you what, you are a role player. You go in there and you scrap and you do a lot of things that I always like to call the dirty work of the game. You go in there and scrap and fight and battle. And you're a senior and you've given your all into this program. So we named you player of the game because you've been so dedicated to the program for so long.
Yeah, I feel like that's just my role. Like when I go in, I know that I have to be the one to step in if we're like down or something and play my role as a defender player because offense is not that great, but my defense is definitely something I
disagree.
We're disagreeing because we saw some great offensive moves from you tonight, and saw that little up and under move right down to the basket on the left side here, and we've seen that offensive game really improve over the course of this year.
Yeah, it was.
So what do you work on when you're in practice? I mean, what do you try to do to make yourself better to prepare for games like this?
I try to focus more on my defense because, I feel like I'm a really strong defensive player coming in. Sometimes I do mess up, and then when we do offense, I really try to, I really try to do my best at offense because I'm not the greatest, but I know that after we learned how to make those moves, I think I got pretty much better at what I was doing.
Yeah, and one thing is we talked about the Draymond Greens and players like that every team needs somebody to go in there that's willing to scrap and battle, and for your size, you tend to take on a lot of these big posts and you don't back down.
Yeah, I just think I just go in there not being afraid. Like I go in there thinking like I'm their size, like I'm that size, so I can be that person.
Well, you do a good job of it, and we want to congratulate you, player of the game tonight.
Thank you.
And, of course, our IHOP player of the game, if you say her name,
so
if you go to IHOP and say her name, Desiree Vasquez, they're going to give you 10% off the IHOP here in Hobbs for doing that, and she gets an stuffed eagle from Sevy's Bear Factory and Friends for being the player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now we're going to welcome Coach Karp to the show.
Hey, Desiree, take these to Brett and Jayla. They're our last two player of the games.
Yep.
Brett and Jayla, yes.
Make sure everybody gets their stuffed bears from the previous games on the road and stuff. We got Coach Carpenter joining us tonight. Coach Karp, I know you were really concerned about making sure we did the things we were supposed to do and looking inward, and it looks like the girls did a great job. I thought the shooting was really dead on tonight.
Right. We spaced the floor properly. We kind of knew where we were going to get our shots, and so the kids just funneled into those corners, and definitely Bryn did a really good job. And then all of a sudden Brett hit them, and then Nakia hit them, and it was just a fun time for everybody.
And we had noticed watching film and kind of talked about it in pregame that Carlsbad is an extremely right-handed team. And I noticed that a lot of times we took away them going to the right and forced them to the left, and they were struggling with that.
Yeah, we felt strongly about trying to steal a lot of passes and getting them to pick up dribbles, and so we were trying not to foul today.
And I think the girls did an amazing job at that. The rotations were there. Backside defense was there for the most part. We had a couple of lapses defensively on the little backdoor passes a couple of times, but was not glaring.
Well, we put a couple new sets in just for them, and then they took away what we thought wasn't going to be open, or was going to be open, and then all of a sudden back doors were open, and so we just didn't recognize it well enough. But guess what? That game film don't lie, and it'll help us, and we'll get better.
Yeah.
So what was different last time that you played this team outside of you guys were actually hitting shots?
We were in foul trouble all night.
Yeah.
Kendall couldn't play. Jayla was out. We were in a lot of foul trouble. We were relying on the eighth grader to hit big shots and play big minutes, and she did that.
Yeah.
She did that, but it still wasn't enough. I mean, they were just bigger than us over there and gave us fit size-wise.
So let me ask you, so with that being said, are we right to expect a game on Monday? Is that the way it's going to be set up?
Yes. We're going to – what time, Frank?
I'm not sure.
I think it's 6 o'clock. Well, it depends on what the boys do.
They're down 41-28 in the fourth quarter.
Okay, so if the boys win, then all of us are heading to Clovis on Monday.
Okay.
If the boys lose, then us and Carlsbad are going to meet in Roswell.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's kind of what we had.
Do you have an idea of the time of the game yet?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And, of course, we'll have that game live here on Hobbs Sports Live as well, and that's going to be another good one. I mean, you're going to end up seeing that team again probably in the district tournament as well.
Right.
And that'll be game 4, and then maybe even in the state tournament as well. That'll be game 5, and you're going to end up seeing this Carlsbad team a whole lot.
Yeah, we're going to be real familiar with them. But I'm glad the kids responded well tonight.
Yep,
Yep,
absolutely.
definitely.
Thank you for joining the show tonight. Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Good job, Coach. You want to get on, Frankie?
Coach Saya is coming in here to join us, and you know.
Sayas.
So, Coach, you know, I think that we had a couple new wrinkles that Coach Carpenter was talking about that you know really worked, and then they kind of changed their game plan, and even saw them come out in a little bit of 1-3-1 for a bit there, and even matched up a little bit. You know, would you consider it kind of a chess match with what they were doing?
Indeed. I mean, as soon as we make an adjustment and you see the other team do something that they're not used to doing, or it's something new for them, that's pretty nice to see, because that means we're doing something right at this point.
And it seemed like they were matching subs, that we'd go to a sub and all of a sudden you'd see somebody get up and match subs. I kind of noticed they were doing that as well.
Yeah, they think that they have their matchups too and what they want to attack. So, I mean, they're going to have their game plan and they're going to attack us the way that they, prepared for us throughout the week.
Yeah. And as with any good chess match, it goes longer. You know, we're going to see them again on Monday, and you have to just restock the board and start over.
Yeah, the chess match starts over. You know, I mean, we're resetting the pieces, and then it starts all over on Monday afternoon.
And I'm pretty sure you'll be up watching film bright and early tomorrow morning,
man.
if not tonight.
Yeah, we'll be watching it at least once or twice tonight, and then maybe get some sleep.
Yeah, cool. And game film's where it's at. You know, it really is.
That's really where we made our adjustments with these kids. You know, there was a lot of good conversations in the locker room today about, hey, if this is happening, that's happening. So can we do this? Can we do that? They're starting to see what we've been trying to tell them. So it's really
great
nice
when you have kids that can see the game like that, because then you have coaches on the court.
Yeah. Hey, once you get that, man, that's when it gets pretty lethal.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you guys joining us tonight.
Appreciate you guys, man.
And good luck on that game on
Thank
Monday.
you, guys.
We'll see you there.
Y'all be there.
So guys, a big win here, 59-28. Hobbs Lady Eagles have vanquished the Carlsbad Cave Girls, and we're going to see you Monday, and it looks like it's going to be a 6 o'clock start. We'll go ahead and make an announcement as soon as we have that official word. We'll make an announcement here on Hobbs Sports Live, and we'll go ahead and start setting that game up for Monday. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a great game.
Absolutely. From Branson Coltrane, our producer and engineer here at the game, for Kara Coltrane back at the house, does all the graphics for us, and then comes up with all this wonderful, beautiful footage that we see. And for my buddy Lance Crenshaw here, good night.
Have a good night.